Hi, welcome to my channel. My name's Amanda Dittlinger. I started this channel to talk a little bit about aphantasia, which is the inability to visualize in your mind's eye, my memory disorder called SDAM, severely deficient autobiographical memory, and to vlog my journey to an autistic diagnosis, if that's what it ends up being. So in my last video, I kind of talked a little bit about why I wanted to pursue a autistic diagnosis, and so today I just wanted to kind of come on here and see where my thoughts are right now. I just got out of one of my therapy sessions. Oh guys, I hope each and every one of you has a therapist, and hope you have one as amazing as mine. I think that therapy is just so underrated in this country, and if we could all just, I wish the medical system was just made therapists more available to everyone, because being able to have somebody to talk things through who is an unbiased person, it's just incredibly helpful. Because this last week I have gone down a rabbit hole of autism research, and I mean, I think I was starting to drive myself a little crazy, just because it is an autistic characteristic to want to like really dive into a topic that you've come across and just research the heck out of it. And that is definitely what I've been doing about autism self. I think in my last video I had 40-ish reasons why I might be autistic, and that was like 2 days ago, and now I've added 10 more to the list. So yeah, it's kind of an interesting. So one thing I'd like to say, if you have somebody in your life that comes up to you and tells you, hey, I might be autistic, or anything. It could be anything. I might have ADHD, or I might, I don't even know, have cancer. Like any kind of thing that they are sharing with you, don't let the response be, oh, I don't think so. Because they're not saying that to you lightly. They're saying it to you because they've probably put some thought into it, and they have concerns, and they're curious what, and not maybe what you think, but they're looking for your support. Okay, so trying to say this right. Okay, so autism in the last couple of years has come a long way. For one thing, in I think 2013, they got rid of the label Asperger's for several reasons, but a lot of the general public still thinks Asperger's is high functioning autism, and then other autism is low functioning. And that's the next thing I'm going to talk about. We are working to get rid of high functioning and low functioning as designations. I don't know exactly what the correct terms are, but it's going to be more something like someone who needs more accommodations and maybe someone who needs less accommodations. And even still, that can get in the way, because a lot of people like myself who are adults who are realizing that they might have had autism their entire life, and I look back on all the opportunities where if I had had accommodation and support, I would have done more things with my life. One of my anxieties is new things, because I have to have all the information, like more information than a neurotypical person would ever dream of needing. And if I couldn't get that information for any kind of new event, then I would find ways to not do the thing. And if I had to do the thing, I would have panic and be sick to my stomach, and just all this extra unnecessary anxiety. If a simple accommodation of just having somebody be able to answer all the questions that they could about that new situation. And I get it, sometimes there's new things and like you can't know. Like the whole world went through COVID and nobody had any answers because nobody knew the thing. And that's fine. That's almost like a shared experience at that point, and that, well, was scary, I knew everybody was going through the same situation of not knowing. But to give a concrete example, several months ago, I got invited to a winery, which I'd never been to one. That's not a life experience that had come my way yet. And it was to meet a bunch of new women that I'd never met before. So new situation number one, meeting new people. I'm extroverted. I like meeting new people. It doesn't mean it's easy for me. It's very, very difficult, but I know I love connecting with people, so I do it anyway. Number two, new situation, going to this new place that I had never been before, and it was a new type of place that I've never been to. So I didn't have a box, a little category in my brain that said, this is what you should expect or how you should act or behave at a winery. I didn't know, would people be ordering food? Was there food available? Their website hardly had any information at all on it. It is like the most useless website ever. Didn't know where parking would be. It was downtown. That seemed a little odd to me. I thought wineries were like out on fields with, vineyards and stuff. But apparently this winery does have a winery with fields of grapevines outside the city limits, and then they put all their bottles downtown to be more accessible to, where people actually are hanging out. So the building actually sort of looked like a restaurant, but they didn't really have food items other than maybe like a cheese tray. I finally got up the nerve to ask the coordinator of the event some questions like, what do I expect? Oh, that was the other thing. When I looked at their menu, it was like really, I'm like, are we buying it was really expensive. Like, are we buying the entire bottle? I don't want to drink a whole bottle of wine. I'm not a big drinker. I will drink, but I'm not a big drinker. I'm like, can I just get a glass of wine? I'm mostly just trying to go to meet people. I'm going into a lot of detail because I'm trying to explain, like, I think a neurotypical person would be like, I'll just figure it out. We'll wing it. It'll be fine. But this is the thing that my brain just got stuck on. And it was just like, I need all these answers because I need this part answered so then I can just have the emotional and mental energy to meet new people. So I did ask the coordinator. I kind of got the sense that she thought I was a little weird and like, okay, whatever, and like answered my questions, but I got a kind of brush off feeling from her. It was not lovely, but at least I got my questions answered. At the event, she didn't really talk with me much, but she was kind of hosting, so I thought, maybe she wasn't giving a lot of attention to any one person. I'm not sure. I'm not going to say. She's a very lovely person, but I just don't think we connected, and that's fine because not everyone is going to connect. And I did meet some other very lovely ladies at that event, but all that to say, and she was lovely too, but all that to say, new things are very hard, and if I had the vocabulary words, I'm autistic, going into it and saying, hey, I'm autistic, I need a little bit more information about a new place, can you answer these questions? A lot of people are going to react to the words autistic in a negative way. But there's a lot of people like going to immediately have a shorthand and be able to say, oh, this person needs a little bit more accommodations than the average person. Let me help them out. And that's kind of what I'm hoping for and looking for. And I hope the world is going to get to a place where people with disabilities of any kind can just say, hey, these are the things I need to be able to navigate a little bit easier. Can we just do that, people? Thank you so much for watching. As I continue on this journey, tomorrow I meet with my kid psychologist and we're going to go over their diagnosis, which again I talked about in my first video or my last video. And then I am going to talk to them about setting up an appointment for myself. So I'll let y'all know how that goes. And in the meantime, thank you for supporting this new channel, and check out my old videos that I've already posted up here, and make sure you leave comments. And if you are self-diagnosed or late diagnosed, please respond down below so I hear how your journey went. Till the next one. Bye, guys.